alien's Beyblade? They say he appeared from a fallen meteor.
Wait, you think he's an alien?
I'm sure that a super intelligent being would still like to have fun every now and then. But given the fact that they'd have to travel a vast amount of time, you'd either have something to entertain yourself or put yourself in hibernation or a deep sleep. While it might not be possible to play Beyblade in space in the space station so far, well, I've established that we could in fact actually do it if we had a rotating environment or something that can manipulate its own gravity. But I'm getting ahead of myself. What would be the point of aliens having some sort of Beyblade? And if they did, what would they even look like? And if they were advanced enough, what could those Beyblades do? Now, for the most part, all of these Beyblades should have the same setup. That is, a pointed bottom and a bigger top. So they can't be much different than what we already have. Thing is, the function, that itself could be something that is very different from what we are used to. They may have gimmicks that we may not have even thought of yet. They may have gimmicks that may not even work in this planet, because of the different gravity settings that they may have. They may not even work in space either, but only in their spaceship.
And I'm gonna share 3 alien Beyblade abilities with you that we may never see. Number 1, phasing. A completely new ability in which we could probably not explain is phasing, or the ability to move through solid objects. Even phasing through the stadium. At first glance, this may seem like an extraordinary ability. Something like the permeation quirk from Lemillion in My Hero Academia, Vision from Marvel Comics, and Toby from Naruto Shippuden. But we're talking about aliens here. A bored, highly intelligent being traversing through space for eons, having access to their own advanced technology. And any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. This quote is from famous science fiction writer Arthur C. Clarke, who wrote about the future. Think about it like this. Try showing Prime Apocalypse, or better yet, try showing a remote-controlled Beyblade to someone 4,000 years ago. They may think it's magical too. The way these bays move on screen can be considered a Clarke tech, a term coined by one of my favorite channels here on YouTube, Isaac Arthur. Phasing mid-battle while spinning may seem impossible, but if aliens had this technology, the next entry will blow your mind, because rest assured, it can still be beaten. That's because even this Bey must eventually stop. Like most Beyblades, it must obey Newton's 3 laws of motion. In particular, the law of acceleration that states the rate of change of velocity of an object is proportional to the force acting on it, meaning this Bey must eventually stop. Unlike the number 2 alien ability, superluminal speed. What the heck is that? That's anything faster than 186,282 miles per second, also known as the universal constant, aka Big C. Any Beyblade traveling at this speed would literally break anything it hits. Heck, it would probably break the whole world it's on. And that's because any object that travels at the speed of light or higher has essentially infinite mass. And a big disclaimer here, guys, as no known object can or has ever traveled anywhere near 1% the speed of light, as an object traveling faster than the speed of light would need an infinite amount of energy. This video is highly theoretical in nature. Now let's get back to the video. Oddly enough, this ability would allow the Beyblade to hit any phasing Bey before it had a time to phase due to time dilation, and it would need to be powered by an Alcubierre drive. It's a theoretical warp drive idea for faster than light travel, and it would actually create 2 opposing regions of expanding and contracting space-time in the direction it's going. This would allow it to travel in a time-space pocket. But really, now we're entering very dangerous waters, playing with the fabric of space-time, breaking cosmic speed limits. And now for our number 3 entry, the AI Beyblade, one that would be considered an ASI, or an artificial superintelligence. This could be fitted to a Beyblade and operated remotely. An ASI would be able to analyze, reason, and act as a real avatar, able to hack or sabotage opponents' bays in order to win, having a real-world influence and being a source for power for a blader. Maybe Fi is an alien, but more likely, aliens look nothing like Fi. And maybe aliens don't even Beyblade if they don't resemble us. We tend to think of aliens as being good or maybe bad, but really, they'll be different, and in a most probable case, a bit weird.
I, for one, do think that there actually is life out there. Whether that's smart or not, I'm not sure. But if it is smart, I'm sure that they would do Beyblade, just like this Beyblade Dash.